Bum, 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 ba, 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 ba.
Kilted
Guilty Ball!
Balls! Ha!
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Kilted Balls podcast. We've been messing with our audio, so hopefully you can hear both of us just fine. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I
Man, it's
imagine
always
so.
like I see weird things sometimes, like in my peripheral, like in my camera. Like, I'm like, what is this black thing? And I was like, oh, I'm like, what are these weird things?
Oh, it
You
is the black thing.
you don't have that. I bought
Oh,
this year, and it's a fun little toy that I should
awesome.
use more. But like a lot of times, I'm just like too big of a rush. So
Oh, nice.
it is a cardboard cutter.
That is awesome.
So just like if like I had your boxes, I'd just be like, "Zoop," and then it fits. Like you cut it into squares and throw it in your recycling bin.
Yeah, that's sweet. I have to use either my table saw or a box cutting knife.
Yeah. So this one is.
Although the table saw is relaxing because I'm recycling a ton of boxes and I haven't figured out like, it'll
Oh
make
yeah,
this
yeah,
box.
yeah. I remember you were using the table
Zip
saw before.
snip. That's
Zip
awesome.
snip. A conference I was at, they were like, do this if you order a lot from Amazon, it changes your life. And I wanted it more because I was like, for starter, for like the fireplace, like make little things and it'd be great. But I got it after winter, so I haven't had a chance to play with it. But I moved it in here just like the other day to get it out of the way, and that must be where I set it. So
That's awesome.
Yep. So I have so many things I want to talk about today.
See, I knew that would happen because it's only been 2 days.
It's only been 2 days.
I imagine there's going to be a lot.
And I'll probably forget like half of it. But I wanted to start off with a big one. And you and I have kind of talked about this before a few times. But I don't think we've dedicated an episode to the concept.
Okay.
So
awesome.
I thought this is kind of important. So I was talking with a friend Monday, leaving a big meeting together. And like he just didn't look good, right? Looked super tired and stuff.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, how you doing? And he's like, I'm doing. And I'm like, you're looking like you're ready to fall asleep. Right? And he's like, and it's Monday night. Like I was tired. I've been going hard the whole time. So I get it. And he's like, well, I'm dealing with my kid's health and all of that. And I'm like, whoa, back up. What's up with your kiddo? So his kiddo's he's like 30. So his kiddo's not young, right? So like around my oldest's age, kind of. But so is got some disease and like is undergoing kidney failure.
Oh, wow.
So looking for a donor and, dialysis and navigating all of that space. And so as a parent, like that's rough, right? Like,
yeah,
you don't expect your kids to be in those weird, prolonged life and death situations, right? And as we're talking about this, we were talking about another kiddo in that kid's grade because we were talking about the kid's mental health who had just committed suicide. So literally like 2 weeks ago, another kid in that grade had committed suicide. And so he's dealing with that and navigating with that. And he had seen some of his kids' friends at like the funeral and stuff. And they were talking, now they're young men, but they were talking about the fact, two things. The first one is that guys are, and maybe girls too, so I can only talk my truth, not my girl's truth, but like guys have a really bad tendency of just pretending everything's all right all the time. Right? And so like, people will ask them, are you okay? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm good. Right? And they never talk about their problems and what they're dealing with. And then the part of
you
that...
use the N-word there. I have to disagree with that, but go ahead. I don't want to interrupt.
What N-word did I say?
Never.
Oh, I didn't mean to say never. It was more an allegory, not like a thing. But going along that same path, they also you'll find most of this doesn't apply to us. So I'm talking
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like the normal humans out there.
We're talking to everybody.
Which is true, like about most things we talk about.
Mhm.
But the other one is like the one guy was like, yeah, like it's so easy to just not talk to anybody. Like you're like, oh, I'll see them in a year, I'll see them in 2 years, and then they're gone. And
Mhm.
like, so one of the kiddos, young men, was like, you have to make an effort and you have to stay connected. And now I call these people once a week and I do this once a week, and I blah 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 blah. And the
Mhm.
and the dad was talking about, like, that's so important. I'm like, when you're going through a hard time, this talking is the therapy. Like, you have to talk. You
Mhm.
have to go and blah 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 blah. Like, that's why they always show movies, people sitting at the bar talking. Like,
Mhm.
that's your therapy. And I was like chuckling to myself because like we do that. Like, we make
Mhm.
sure every Wednesday we're playing with a group of friends, and every
Mhm.
Thursday we're playing with a group of friends. And
Mhm.
you go to your like Dante's game, right? And like,
Mhm.
we make sure we stay connected to our group
Mhm.
or a group, right?
Yeah.
And in those groups, so far, we don't seem to have a really hard time expressing our feelings, right? Like,
Yeah.
if things are going crappy, we don't have any issue saying things are going crappy, right? And
Yeah.
for our
Mhm.
listeners, like, I honestly forgot we were on a podcast for a minute there. Like, this is just how Kelton and I talk. This is our normal Tuesday. But I was thinking, like, we had one friend who was going, getting divorced. We talked about that and his emotions and how he was handling that and the ups and downs after that. Like,
Mhm.
we've been a part of that this whole time. Speaking of, isn't he getting married soon?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, he is. I don't think we have a save the date, do we?
I thought we did. I thought he texted us and said, save this date. I'm getting married.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if
We'll
I
have
put
to
it in my
check that.
calendar.
I did not. I do remember him talking about it. Actually, I think I already had something that weekend. Thank you for bringing this up.
Oh
That's
my
a good one.
gosh. Oh crap. So talk about being connected.
Well, that friend hasn't been hanging out as much. And actually, it's funny that you're saying that because we just had a big, in one of our text threads, a bunch of people were talking,
Mhm.
and one of our friends was not talking. So I'm like, I need to reach out to him. Like, I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah.
So talk. And he didn't participate at all in the last couple text threads.
Mm.
So I need to make sure he's okay out west and all that stuff. So,
Yeah. Nope, that's smart. That's smart.
okay.
But yeah, so the moral of the story,
Mm-hmm.
my people, is first off, you've got to be open and honest with your people. Like, they're your people for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going through something, you should share it. If you're having a great time, you should share it. Right? Like, you should talk about it. And talking about it helps. Like
Yes.
like that, I talked to that guy for 30 minutes. Like
Oh, that's awesome.
and he just needed to get it out, right? Like, I just sat there and
Mm-hmm.
listened, and I turned on my power to keep him going, and I'm like, he needs this. He needs to just talk. And so I just kept him going, and it was good. I think it was good. So I think that's important. So anyway, people, make sure you're connecting with people. We talk about that a lot,
Mm-hmm.
right? Reach out to people, tell them you're thinking of them. And when you see somebody, like when you see one of your people and they're like, hey, how's it going? If it's going crappy, tell them it's going crappy. Now, if you caught our last episode, one of my problems is like, I rarely know when I'm stressed or when I'm overwhelmed
Mm-hmm.
or when I'm having a bad day. Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know that stuff. And so apparently I have tells, and my close people tell me that I'm
Yeah.
having a bad day or that I'm stressed, because I wouldn't understand that I was having one.
Yep. So my watch started telling me like a bunch, like, oh, you're stressed, consider doing this or consider doing that. and like I'm sitting here playing Civ, and, and I asked Nova, I'm like, what's going, like, why would my watch be saying that?
Yeah.
But I do notice that I don't breathe a lot. Like I'll hold my breath, like if I'm doing something, and she's like, all those things will make your body be in a stressed situation, I guess.
So it thinks
And that's
you're
why the one, so it thinks I'm stressed. So it's funny.
nice.
It happens mostly when I'm playing, even on like Thursdays. Like it'll say, "Oh, you're stressed. Like consider breathing exercises or something."
My watch never says such things.
I'm like, no, I'm playing games with my friends. Like I'm not stressed. I just keep getting second place.
Dang it. That's a thing. That's a thing.
It's funny.
Hmm. Right, but don't you think that is a problem in our society that people don't
It is.
stay connected and they get feeling alone and,
Hmm. It's easy to happen. Well, I
super
mean,
easy.
it almost happened with that friend. I forget how we were able to break through because remember he had stepped away for a little bit, and then this and that, and then he was on once, and we talked to him, and we're just like, oh, like this is a big thing that you're going through, and we
Right.
did. If I think he sent it with the old phone because it's not on this phone. If you see it, let me know
Okay.
the
I will
date.
look. I don't know where I put my phone. I'd have to find it.
Yeah, because I switched phones recently, and not all the texts converted over.
That is a thing. That is a thing.
But yeah, so that was like, and sometimes that'll have, like, if you can sense it, like something's going on, like to try to pull them out, or like you said, to make your friend talk, and you use your special powers to do that.
Yeah.
So,
But if you don't like open up and talk, then that'll never happen,
hmm,
right?
yeah, yeah,
And what is it? There's a line in a song we sing at church, and it was in church this last week, and I always think it's like super powerful, but it's something l- like let me be your servant. I think that's like the name of the song. I think it's like the servant song.
okay,
But it's like let me be your servant, blah 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 blah. But then there's this line in it that's like let me have the grace to let you be my servant. And like
hmm,
I've talked to people before about that. I'm like that is like for me that's like the hardest thing. Like
hmm,
people will be like,
yeah,
"Oh, let me help you out." I'm like, "No." Like
yeah,
I'm installing an electrical sub box today. And there are so many times where I'm like, "I need help."
hmm,
There's no way I was asking anybody for help. Like
yeah,
I asked Cal a couple times, "Hey, you want to come hang out?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But I really could have
hmm,
used that extra pair of hands. Right?
yeah. That happened because I moved the sauna, and I long story short, I had a plug in my electrical box. I was like, okay, it's a sideways.
Hmm.
And I was just like, oh, I'm gonna put this in and then move. I just moved it to a different spot of the warehouse. It's gonna work out better. So I put in that plug. I put everything down. I made it all nice and tight. Moved the sauna over in pieces because you can't move it by itself. And it
Hmm.
was just like a little line there. And then I realized it's the only plug, and I tried to find another one at Lowe's when I went there, but it had the sideways on the wrong side. I could not find another one at the store that had the sideways on that side, like the one that I installed was. All the others were the correct side, so I was just like, whatever. So then when I'm switching it, I had to reach back there, and I'm like, Gina, like I'm really gonna need a hand, like not because I'm doing anything advanced, but because I'm not gonna be able to like squeeze in and squeeze out and squeeze back in, like if I need something different. So it was hard. It is hard. It's something that I've been working on personally to
I
get
always have
better at
trouble with
that.
it, right? Like
Hmm.
if all the time. Like I never ask for help.
Hmm.
And I always
Hmm.
think, oh, like Amy will be like, oh, call so and so to help you. You're like, I have a huge group of people
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time. She's like, oh, call them
Hmm.
to help you. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Or even like just the littles when they want to help. Like there's things that they can do. Like if Cal was
Yes.
there, he could have been handing you stuff.
Yes. Yes.
But I do that. Like, okay, like they want to help. Like, what's some jobs that they can do?
Well,
Or
and for him, and I haven't like gone through and done it, but like we've been doing work for the centers and I've been making him come with me and work. And like
Okay.
one day he was running light bulbs like the whole time. I was
Mhm.
changing light bulbs, he was running them, right? And he'll
That's awesome.
pick up trash for me and do stuff. But I'm like, if I'm paying you, you got to do work. And so,
Mhm.
I figured now he'll have a real job and I can put it into
Yep.
a retirement
Mhm.
account for him and it counts. And so,
Starts compounding early, which is not
yes,
terrible.
not bad to start compounding when you're 9.
Mhm.
I figure,
Mhm.
figure that's probably good. So,
Yep.
but
Compounding works the same.
yes,
You know?
either way,
It just gets bigger.
it just gets bigger. Well, and giving him the opportunities to do that, I think, is important. Like people are like, he
Yep.
is such a good worker. I'm like, he's a good worker because he's here. Like you
Yeah.
don't have your kids be there. Everything, not you. I'm saying the public.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
oh, it's all about fun, and they want to play soccer, and they want to do this, they want to do this, and they want to do this. But do you ever have your kiddo just do work? Like that's a big
Mhm.
skill that people need to know. Like
Mhm.
sometimes you just have to do work, right?
Yep.
And so our kiddos see that, but I think, having him actually do it is kind of a big thing because I always thought that was the hardest part with our girls because I grew up on a farm
Yeah.
and that was natural on the farm. But like
Mhm.
when like we moved to this house, like it became like, okay, I need to like find jobs for them to do. And
Yeah.
one of the reasons we
Mhm.
started the candy business, right? Because we're like,
Yeah, yeah.
the girls need a job. They need to do
Mhm.
stuff. And Cora still
Yeah.
says, yeah, you guys stopped that right as I got of age because COVID hit.
Yeah.
She's like, so I
She's
never
all but
got that. And so I didn't get that
Mhm.
work ethic. And I'm like, yeah, that's all our fault.
Mhm. But she
So
grew up in it.
she
She
grew
grew
up
up
in it.
being there.
I'm like, you know what it looks like. Just
Mhm.
do the things. Do the things.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hmm. What about you? What did you have on your Monday docket?
On my Monday docket?
Well, because it's only
What
been two
today's
days,
Tuesday.
right?
Oh, yeah. I what did I do yesterday? I don't even remember. But today talking about work, the boys and I went and we did all the Black Lion stuff and restocked and
Nice.
counted and checked all that. So that was fun. And having the top off in the Jeep and the rain chasing us, it was like sprinkling a little bit and we were caught in traffic. I was like, "Oh, the clouds ahead are clear." But right above us, we didn't get wet at all though.
Oh,
So
that's exciting
that was
though.
fun. Oh, wait, I did cuz earlier I was like, I have to say this. So being in Charlotte,
Hmm.
I do have we talk about food a lot on here. We do have access to more kinds of food than I did in Florida, we'll say.
Sure, sure.
But it is like a lot of barbecue and southern food and then kind of some other stuff. And I've been really and when I traveled so much, like wherever I was at, I could find an Asian market. I could pick up the things that I needed to pick up to make whatever I felt like making. I used to make
Right.
a lot of pad thai. And since moving here or since being off of the road, like I haven't made it at all. And I'm just like, I need to find an Asian grocery store.
Yeah.
And today, being down in South Charlotte, because there's not anything up here, I looked it up and there was like a huge grocery store. And I was like, because they're always small. So I was like, well, let's try it out. And they had decent prices, but the variety was amazing. I was so excited in there. I just wanted to get everything, but I was like, nope, I'm getting stuff to make pad thai. I'm looking at everything, and then I can start making decisions. But we got a thing of fresh lychees,
Mm,
and some fun little candies, and drinks, and stuff too. So
that's
it was awesome.
amazing.
And then everything for pad thai
So
and a
did you
few
have
others
pad thai
were.
today?
No, I didn't have a ton of time to
Oh,
do it today, but yeah, pad thai's on the docket for tomorrow.
nice, nice.
Mhm.
Kind of jealous. I bet that'll be
Yeah. So
amazing.
I'm super excited. And it was right across the street from Southern Lion there. So I'm there, hopefully once a week. Sometimes it's every other week.
Oh, well, I hope once a week too. That'll be
So
good.
yeah,
That'll be good.
super awesome.
Well, good. Any other thoughts about mental health? Because we're getting near the
Yes,
end.
and
So,
and this is tying in. And if you missed Sunday's episode, doing recreating yourself, because it's funny, we talked about it, and then I listened to a podcast saying almost the exact same thing as that we said on it. And I was like, okay, if this isn't a sign. So I've been mentally like, and they can be small things, but trying to do as many, like if I'm in a situation where I'm doing the same thing, like, okay, new Jeremy, I'm changing things. What would he do? And I've been making some changes, small changes, but yeah, it was funny because like literally it was later. Well, I don't remember if it was later that night, but anyways, maybe it was early the next day. I was listening to a podcast and it like said all the exact
It
same
was the
stuff.
same stuff.
So same ideas and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like be in charge of your change, be in charge of your life. Like what you want to do. If you're not happy with something, like start with those small changes.
Yes. No, that's super powerful. I wish
Mm-hmm.
I could do that with my belly.
Mm-hmm. And I appreciate you bringing it up. So thank you.
You're welcome. I think that all the time. Like I'm at these practices and I'm like coaching the heck out of people, and
Mm-hmm.
and meanwhile I'm like, oh, my body's going to heck. I need to do what I'm telling people to do. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not very good about doing what I tell other people to do. So
Yep. I've been meaning to fast, but I've been getting in some intermittent fasting, but I need to do like a week. I just need to get a week in, make
right.
myself feel better. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Well, friends, it sure won't hurt you. Somebody I
After the
know
pad
is
time.
doing, what are they doing? 300-hour fasts.
Okay.
So they just did one, and I'm like, you're
That's awesome.
weird. You're a
Like,
weirdo.
so then they have a little bit, then another 100-hour, then a little bit,
It's
or are
like
they
3
just?
times in the year. I forget what it is.
Oh, okay, like that, like that.
So 3 times to do the
So
100-hour.
our friend who lives up north on the island,
Yeah.
he fasts all day Monday and all day Thursday. So
Oh.
he gets like 2 good ones in. So like right after the weekend, he gets the Sunday dinner to Tuesday morning and then the Wednesday night to Friday morning.
So
So
interesting.
he said he lost a bunch of weight, so I was pretty excited for him about that.
Heck yeah, that's amazing.
Mhm.
I don't think I could survive.
Everyone's different. Well, the other day I was fasting and I was fine, but then I just started getting a little headache and I was just like, my body's telling me something. I'm just gonna eat. But I ate just a tiny bit. I didn't eat
Right.
like a giant meal or anything. So it's again those small choices.
That's the small choice I've been trying to make is let's not gorge,
Hmm.
right? Because I will. I'll
It's
just
hard. It's hard.
I don't have a shut off mechanism, so I'll just eat. So
Yep.
so now I
Well,
like
awesome.
conscious and like, do I like going out to like a fast food place? Like, do I need to buy 2 burgers? Do I need 2 patties? I really don't. So
Hmm.
let's just
How you
not
gonna
do
make a
that.
McBitchin then?
Right? So like I was like the other day, I was like, well, I probably shouldn't get a McBitchin. And then the universe spoke because my daughter called and was like, hey, I'm getting you McDonald's. I'm just gonna get you a McBitchin. I'm like, great, sounds good. Then she got home and she's like, they forgot the burger, so all you have is the chicken sandwich. I was like,
There you go. Hmm.
I'm like, well, that's one way of doing it.
Yep.
So, I was like, it works for me.
Yep. Someone else out there watching out for you.
Someone else is taking care of me. Someone's taking care of me. That's always the
Awesome.
truth. Always the truth.
Hmm.
Well, listeners, I hope you got something out of this. I
Hmm.
hope you're doing great. Give us some comments. Reach out to us. We might get lonely too. So we miss
Hmm.
most of you. Most. And we would love to
Is
chit
there anyone
chat.
we don't miss?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to miss Jamie, right? He's like a
Oh yeah,
tumor. He's always
I miss him.
there.
Yeah,
He never lets us miss him.
that's worth it. That's worth it.
No, I like it that we don't have to miss him. That is correct.
Exactly. Hmm.
All right, people, we love you. You have a good one. This is Ballbuster signing off.
Kill the Dragon Jerry. Love you all.